2 Chronicles chapter 5. That completed the work King Solomon did on the temple of God. He then brought in the holy offerings of his father David, the silver and the gold and the artifacts. He placed them all in the treasury of God's temple. Bringing all this to a climax, Solomon got all the leaders together in Jerusalem, all the chiefs of tribes and the family patriarchs, to move the chest of the covenant of God from Zion and install it in the temple. All the men of Israel assembled before the king on the feast day of the 7th month, the Feast of Booths. When all the leaders of Israel were ready, the Levites took up the chest. They carried the chest, the tent of meeting, and all the sacred things in the tent used in worship. The priests, all Levites, carried them. King Solomon and the entire congregation of Israel were there before the chest, worshipping and sacrificing huge numbers of sheep and cattle, so many that no one could keep track. The priests brought the chest of the covenant of God to its place in the inner sanctuary, the Holy of Holies, under the wings of the cherubim. The outspread wings of the cherubim formed a canopy over the chest and its poles. The ends of the poles were so long that they stuck out from the entrance of the inner sanctuary, but were not noticeable further out. They're still there today. There was nothing in the chest itself but the 2 stone tablets that Moses had placed in it at Horeb, where God made a covenant with Israel after bringing them up from Egypt. The priests then left the holy place. All the priests there were consecrated, regardless of rank or assignment, and all the Levites who were musicians were there. Asaph, Heman, Jeduthun, and their families, dressed in their worship robes. The choir and orchestra assembled on the east side of the altar and were joined by 120 priests blowing trumpets. The choir and trumpets made one voice of praise and thanks to God. Orchestra and choir in perfect harmony, singing and playing praise to God. Yes, God is good. His loyal love goes on forever. Then a billowing cloud filled the temple of God. The priests couldn't even carry out their duties because of the cloud, the glory of God that filled the temple of God.